Hey, what's going on, everyone? It's LTZ Missy here, coming at you with a brand new video update going over my portfolio so far of Webull. And so this is a traditional broker that is involved in the stock market, like New York Stock Exchange, NASDAQ, S&P 500. You know, you got ETFs and everything like that as well, right? So I want to give you some information of what I have come over and what it is that I plan on doing and the potential of my strategy working out in the long term. But before I get further into this video, she'll take the time out to read it down the disclaimer. Can't even talk right now. At the beginning of this video, so that way you can understand what's going on this channel at all times. If you did not do that, please go back and do so that we'll be on the same page. So that said, let's get into this video. As you can see right now, my current portfolio is over $375. I'm currently in SCHD, which is Schwab U.S. Dividend Equity Fund, and I'm with the IBIT, Bitcoin ETF with BlackRock and Ethereum ETF as well with BlackRock, and I'm also inside of the SPY. Now, the SPY and SCHD pays out dividends every 3 months, but you need to own a whole share in order to get paid out dividends, correct? Now, the my current Bitcoin Ethereum ETFs do not pay out any dividends, but that's okay. That could possibly change in the future. For right now, it's not paying out any dividends, but I'm okay with that because, you know, well, we're looking like we're on the cusp of the next cryptocurrency bull run. So once the cryptocurrency market gets going, I believe that these Ethereum and Bitcoin ETFs are going to perform very well. I'm not going to say it's going to, you know, increase in volume or in price like the actual cryptocurrencies are going to do, but let's just say that, you know, Bitcoin gets up to like $300,000 as a max during this next bull run. What if the Bitcoin ETF can get up to like $30,000, $40,000, $50,000? Who knows, right? Not gonna say that it's gonna get up that high. This is just a what if. This is just number throwing out there, right? We never know how these things are gonna turn out in the end. It's all risk, you know, and just using whatever you can afford to lose. That's all it is, okay? So with that said, I've come across some information and I understand what it is I should be doing in the stock market even more so right now. Not only should I be focused on growing my portfolio, but I should also be focusing on growing my dividend returns. The dividend returns is what you want to really focus on more so than your portfolio growth. Now, portfolio growth is important because you want to be involved with stocks and ETFs and everything like that that are performing well over a course of a long period of time. But those dividend returns is what's going to be able to allow you to live more freely. So you don't want to touch your portfolio to be able to live off of. You want to use your dividend returns to live how you want to live, right? Now, this is not going to happen overnight. It's going to take some time. I'll get to that later on. So when you look at SCHD, for example, you know, so right now starting out today down, but that's okay. But hold on, let me see. Let me just go over here to, let's go to the watch list over here and just do it this way. So right now, SCHD is going for over $85 per share. And you can see here automatically, this is the dividend history of it paying out every 3 months. And, you know, so I was like, this is not bad paying out, you know, every 3 months. But, you know, there are ETFs that pays out every month. And I'm going to get to that here shortly. But you look at the performance history of the, you know, of SCHD. This is the reason why this has become very popular now, because you look at the performance history. This is the yearly chart, by the way, and this thing is just shooting up. And so I'm going to continue to invest into this to own a full share, so that way I can have the dividends automatically drip right back into this ETF automatically every 3 months. And I will be focusing on the monthly ETFs that are paying out dividends. Okay, so now, what was I able to come across last night? I came across some more ETFs that are by BlackRock. BlackRock has the most ETFs on the market, right? So they're the #1 asset management company in the world. And so when you come over here, let me see, where is it? Let's go to HYG first. See HYG. This right here has been performing very well. It's going for over $80 as well per share. And when you go to, let's go to corporate actions, and we're going to look at the dividends here. You can see that's paying out every single month, well over 30 cents. So when you look at what SCHD was doing, SCHD was is paying out like over 75 or well over 70, 80 cents per every 3 months. But when you look at this on a monthly basis, this is outperforming SCHD every 3 months. So I'm looking at that as well. And then another one, LQD, which is another BlackRock ETF, is going for over $113 right now. You go to the chart, you can see the performance history as well. And so the market's getting ready to open up. So I'm about to end up selling my SPY stock, and I'm actually going to buy into the HYG, and so that way I can have a full share of that to participate in dividends every single month. But get back to LQD. Let's go over here to the corporate action, and then we're going to take a look at the dividends here. And you can see that's paying out every single month as well over 30 cents at a minimum every single month. So when you look at the performance history for the dividends here compared to SCHD, it's also outperforming SCHD every 3 months. So that's what I'm liking about that. So what I'm about to do right now, I'm about to go to my account, and I'm actually about to sell my SPY stock because the market is now open. And let me see here. Let me get over here to SPY so you can see this all live. Where is it? Is it way down here somewhere? There it is. All right. So I'm going ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and sell all this. I'm doing market, and so what's this on VOO? Oh no, it's not supposed to be on VOO. It's supposed to be on SPY. There we go. Okay. So now I'm gonna go back up here. I'm gonna click on sell. I'm gonna do a market sell. And what's all these notifications coming in on my phone all of a sudden? It's crazy. Okay, that's all good. That got a lot of notifications coming in from Webull. So I'm gonna leave everything else the way it is, and I'm just going to sell the SPY. And just click on sell, and I'm just going to as the order quantity should be less than or equal to your current position. Oh, let me see what I do wrong. Let's see, fractions. I want to do, well, how do I change this? So the dollar amount, how much do I have in here? I can't remember right now. It might be easier if I do it on my phone. So let me just do this on my phone real quick. And I can actually share this. Where is the app? There we go. And let's go ahead and start this share. Okay, and I'm actually going to open up the screen, so I'm going to go back out of here. Let's get back out, and we're going to go to my SPY, and we're going to sell to close, do a market one, then we're going to sell all that and confirm. All right, so now that notification, that has been sold now. And just minimize the screen, and we're going to go back to my account, and now I have all those funds available right now to be able to use. And just to make sure, let's bring back up my phone here so you can see what's going on my screen. And you can see that right here, you see my available cash balance now. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put $99 inside of the HYG. So that's what I'm gonna do, HYG. So I'm gonna click on trade. I'm gonna change this over to a market order, and then I'm gonna put in the dollar amount here, $99. Then click on OK. Then I'm gonna buy that. Oh, see, funds should be less than the latest stock price. Oh, so let me see. Let's go $80 then. Okay. Oh, actually, what is the current price? It's going for 80.06, so let's go for 80.06. I guess that's not gonna work neither. All right, so I literally had to do a little bit less than. So I understand that. Yep. So done. So now that order has been filled. And what I'm gonna end up doing is going back in here. I'm gonna spend another $5 just to make sure I have a full share. So I'm gonna go ahead and click on trade again. We're gonna change this order to the market order. And then we're going to click on the share button over here and change to USD, and then put in $5 more. And then I'm going to click on buy. Confirm that. Okay. Done. All right. So now when I come back out to my holdings here, now you see HYG is up there and SPY is gone. Okay. So I still have additional currency available to use. As you can see, I got $64.79. So something else that I'm looking into, which I'm about to show you right now on my watch list. I've had this saved for a long time, but like I said, I didn't understand what I was doing, and I'm still learning. But I'm glad I'm catching on to things early right now. This ProShares Bitcoin ETF. This has been open since 2021. I think 18th of October 2021. And when you look at the dividend history, this thing has been panning out very well since January of this year. So it actually had back-to-back payments in January, back-to-back days. So the 3rd of January and 4th of January, you see you got over 72 cents, then well over $1 here back-to-back days. And then you can see what it's been doing ever since, every single month. So I'm looking at putting some money into there to own a full share of that as well, to participate in those dividends. So why not go over there to this right here? Let's go and bring up my phone again, because it's just easy for me to operate on my phone to be able to buy and sell shares. It's just crazy how that works out. Where's that? Beto. There we are. So Beto is right there. So we're going to put in a trade, and we're going to make this a market order as well. Change this over to dollars, and we're going to put in, what was the price of it? $19.25. So let's put in $19.25. Okay, and then well, I guess that changed. Let me see. What did it change to? $19.24 now. Let's go $19.24. And then I'm going to click on buy, confirm. And there we go. So now when I go back out, I should have a full share of Beto, hopefully. So nope, don't have a full share. Not quite there. So I see I have $45 available still in cash, so I can put another $5 into it. So I'm gonna do is click on it, and then I'm gonna go ahead and click on buy again, and we're gonna change this to a market order. Change this to USD, because with Webull you gotta have a minimum of $5 to buy a stock, right, or ETF, wherever it is that you want to buy. And so I'm just going ahead and do that. It's a fractional share, and so now when I go back out, you'll see that now I own over 1.25 shares of Beto. I'm an HYG. I'm over 1 share as well. So now I'll be able to participate in those dividends every single month. And I'm going to keep investing into the SCHD. And I'm going to be DCA into HYG as well every single week. And then I probably end up DCAing into all these. So dollar cost averaging into all 5 of these ETFs right here, to be able to grow, not only just grow my portfolio, but also in grow my dividends. That's what it's all about in the end. And so I come back out here to the account section here, and you can see now that the list is starting to update, you can see all this, the transaction history here. Let's go and maximize that, so you can see my deposit, you can see all my purchases. That's happening right here as well. So I've been absolutely sticking to my plan. And let's go and minimize this, and let's go over some more of the important information. So the reason why I'm looking at the let's go back up here. I'm looking at HYG and LQD. I'm gonna show you that right now. And let's get rid of that. So you come right here to HYG. It has a year-to-date return right now, 7.45%, which is pretty good. When you're looking at the stock market, that is pretty good. If you're doing between 7 to 15% year-to-date return in the stock market, you're doing very good. Okay, and so they got an expense ratio of 0.49% because it's an ETF. So it's a management fee that you got to pay for the people who are managing this ETF for us, right? And so you come down, And let's go to the holdings here. Let's see, where is the that's the portfolio characteristics. Let's see, let's go to our holdings right here. See the top holdings that they have. You can see what they're invested into, and then you click on all, and you can see even more what they're doing. They're doing Dish Network, Medline Bar, Cloud Software, Direct TV, Financing, Hub International, Venture Global, and the list goes on. So you go to the next page, you can see more that of their portfolio as well. And then when you look at LQD, what I said, these two ETFs are paying out every single month, right along with the BITO ETF. That's paying out every single month as well, dividends. And that's what I'm looking forward to now. I'm looking forward to getting these monthly dividends paid out. Even if there's an ETF that's paying out every 3 months, that's okay. But when you look at the dividend return on these ETFs paying out every single month, they're outperforming what SCHD and the SPY are doing every 3 months. Okay. For the most part. Okay. So when you look at LQD, it got a management fee of 0.14%. So that's very low. Got a year-to-date return of 5.50%, which is, still is not bad, but it has, some time to be able to get to that 7% benchmark, right? For me, I look for 7 to 15% year-to-date return on these stocks, because as you, diversify your portfolio, the more that's ETLs or stocks that you got performing, doing anywhere between 0.50% to 1% per month, the better off it is going to look when I show you this compound calculator. Okay. So when you come down here to the holdings for this ETF, you see their top 10, their top holders. You got Bank of America, JP Morgan Chase and Company, Morgan Stanley, Wells Fargo and Company, Goldman Sachs Group Inc., Verizon Communications, which is a major cellular provider in the United States, United Health Group, Citigroup, Comcast Corporation, T-Mobile, which is another major cellular provider in the United States. And then you go to all, you can see even more. Anheuser-Busch, so that Budweiser. You got CVS Health Corp with CVS Pharmacy. And they got Pfizer Investment Enterprises, AbbVie Inc., AT&T Inc., Boeing. So, this right here is a very good ETF to consider as well. That's the reason why this ETF right here is going for currently over $100 per share. And I'll eventually get into this one as well, as right now, I'm really just taking it easy, because I'm also putting a whole lot of money to the side to save up for buying some properties here in Colombia. I've been living here for pretty much 7 years now, and in this month makes 7 years exactly. And I did things to be able to increase my payment history here, so that way I can apply for more credit. So I have accomplished that. Now it's time for me to save all that money up to go ahead to take advantage of those credit opportunities in the future, to be able to buy property and so on and so forth here in Colombia. So when you look at BITO, this is a something I just bought right now as well. And you can see, let's go back up here. Where is total return about the fund? Okay, right here. Yeah. So where is that expense ratio? It's got 0.95% management fee. So that's still it's higher than other ones that I'm involved in, but it's still not bad. 0.95% is still not a bad management fee. Okay. And then you come down to the holdings. You can see where BITO is invested into their portfolio, and so I got a feeling that BITO and all these other Ethereum and Bitcoin ETFs are getting ready to take off in a way that is unexpected for people who's not used to and dealing with cryptocurrency. They've only heard about it, but I believe that they're going to see a price increase with these ETFs with Bitcoin and Ethereum that is going to be very surprising and very thrilling for many people, right? So speaking of the ETFs for BlackRock, you can see that they got a sponsor fee of 0.25%. That's not bad at all. For Ethereum, 0.25% as well. Now, I heard that it's supposed to be increasing, but I don't know. I've got how much it's supposed to increase to, but it's not going to be too bad of an increase at all. So, but you see what these are doing right here. Performance history is not much to go off of right now. BlackRock, Bitcoin, Ethereum, ETFs just launched this year. So, but they're still performing very well especially for Bitcoin. Bitcoin is actually performing well from when it first launched for BlackRock ETF Trust, Bitcoin ETF. And then Ethereum is currently down, but not by much. Since it launched back in, when was that, July or August time frame? Can't remember when it was. And but it's still doing very well. I think the Ethereum ETF had launched that at over $30. I think maybe $36, something like that. And it's currently sitting at over $20 per share right now. And I see this right here is going to be doing very well in the future. So now let's go ahead and move on to the final thing I want to talk about in this video. And so this right here is just the regular daily compound interest calculator. I can't find a good calculator that includes both compound interest and dividend returns. Possibly I found calculators that's showing dividend returns, but I can't find the ones that's combining both of them. So what I'm going to focus on here is just the portfolio investment. So if you're using the strategy that I'm using to DCA into the market every single week, or if you're using it daily, it's just up to you. But let's say that, for example, you get started like what I'm doing, I'm doing right now. I'm doing $40 per week. So I'm gonna say I get started for $40, and let's say that we get a return of 7% monthly, right? Because I know that 7% is a reach. But when you look at the fact that we're on the cusp of a Bitcoin or a cryptocurrency bull run, I'm counting on those ETFs really performing well. So whether they're doing 2 to 5% per month, that right there is going to be able to help out with my portfolio growth overall to get to 7% monthly, right? So this is just a number I'm throwing out there, but I'm counting on the Bitcoin and Ethereum ETFs to really perform well. So let's put this in for 6 years. Right, so weekends are not included because it's a stock market. Then you're gonna be putting in additional $40 every single week. That's what I'm doing right now. Currently, I could do more than that, but like I said, I am saving up a whole lot of money to be able to take care of things in the future as well. All right, so I'm treating the stock market as my super savings account while saving up money outside with the bank as well to build up even more of a payment history with the bank here. So we calculate this in 6 years, you can end up having a portfolio of over 124, almost $125,000, right? That's not including your dividend growth, okay? Your dividend growth is going to help it be even higher than this. So that's the reason why I said that I'm going over to Bito. I'm going over to those ETFs that's paying out monthly dividends as well. But I'm gonna keep investing into SCHD until I own a full share, and then I'm gonna switch over to the LQD ETF and start DCAing into that one because that pays out monthly dividends as well. So now you look at what this is doing in a 6 years time, and look at what you're able to do on a yearly basis with over $124,000 in your account. So on a yearly basis, you're making like over $44,000 per year. Some people are not making that with their jobs full time. And but that's not the thing that you want to live off. You don't want to live on your portfolio. You want to live off the dividend return. So at this moment, your dividend returns are probably looking at anywhere between $200 to $400 a month, depending on what your dividend, how much dividends you get per month, right? So or per year. I mean to say per month for dividend return. So you're looking at probably $200 to $400 per year in dividend returns at this moment. And, so it's like that's not nothing right there. That's very slow growth. Yes, but when you go up here and you continue this strategy, let's say you do this for 15 years straight, and let's go and calculate that. Leave everything else the same. You're looking at over $28 million in your portfolio, and at this moment, with over $28 million in your portfolio, you're making over $10 million, and on your portfolio growth. But like I said, you don't want to live off your portfolio and live on the dividends. So when you got over $28 million in your account, you should be making anywhere between maybe like $50,000 to $100,000 per year off of dividends, maybe even more depending on what you're investing into. You could be probably looking at $200,000 per year. But that's what you want to focus on. You want to focus on your portfolio growth, but mainly growing your dividends every single year. That's what you want to be able to focus on and live off of your dividends. So right now I have an auto drip feature activated, which I need to go back in and update that. So while I'm talking about that, let's go ahead and do that right now. Let's see. Did I close out my? Yeah, I did. So I'm gonna open this back up. Okay. And we're going to go ahead and activate the dividends for the new ETFs that I just bought. Bought. So let's get back out. Let's go to the, so to activate the dividends, if you on like the watch list or the market, you just want to click on the Webull icon right there in the bottom middle. And then you want to go up to this menu button up here. And then you go to the dividend reinvestment program. So I've been able to find this option inside of the app, but I have not been able to find it on the desktop version of the app yet. So maybe I'm just overlooking it, but I just haven't been able to find it. So when you get here to this screen, you will see if you have anything active already, it's going to be shown up here. But you go down to edit, and then you'll be able to select the other options that have the opportunity to go ahead and take your dividends and auto reinvest it for you. And you can check those check boxes, click on OK, and then you're going to click on confirm. And then you're good to go. Now those are added in there, and then you'll be able to see over the course of time your dividend reinvestments accumulating here. Okay, so that right there is how you do the drip program, participate in the drip program, opportunity for dividend reinvestments. And so you look at what's going on with my positions right now. Can't even scroll down on right here, so now I'm doing it on my phone now. And so you can see this right here just got into today. I got into this today as well. SCHD I got into back on Monday, and of course these two I've been in since early August now, and you see what these have been doing. And July, and end of July, and also in August, it was very bad months for the cryptocurrency and stock market. Remember, we had those days during those 2 months where it was like over $1 trillion wiped out in the stock market, and back-to-back months. That was crazy. But still to see that these two ETFs right here are still performing well at this moment, it just speaks volumes to me. So I'm looking forward to these right here growing, and I really want to be able to get this to a point to where I'm able to take profit from these ETFs and be able to open up more positions. Whether it's thousands of dollars at a time, hundreds of dollars at a time, I want to open up more positions to be able to increase pretty much grow my portfolio, have more options here, that I have ownership of, to where I'm participating in more dividend growth. That's what I'm trying to do in the end. I'm just focused on these ETFs to start out first, and then eventually I want to get to a stock. So you can see my watch list here. Some stocks that I'm looking at. You got Alibaba, you got MasterCard, Visa, Cisco, Walmart, Waste Management, Pepsi company, Coca-Cola. So I'm looking at some of those companies as well, Amazon, UPS, Microsoft. So I'm eventually end up diversifying my portfolio and getting some stocks. And so I'm trying to look at maybe owning no more than like 15 to 20 stocks at a time at that moment. Then the rest of it's going to be ETFs. So that right there is all that I want to talk about in this video. But you can see the opportunity here. Oh, you know what? Let's just do one more example here. So let's say that you start off with $100. And so this is right here is really what I could comfortably do. If it was, if I wasn't saving up so much money right now, I could comfortably do this $100 strategy. So I'm putting in $100 every single week. And so we do this for 6 years, 7% monthly performance growth. Calculate that, in 6 years, you're looking at over $312,000 in your portfolio. That's not including dividends, right? And you go up here and you put this in for 15 years. Leave everything else the same. And you're looking at over $70 million in your account. And you'll be like, man, is that possible? Yes, it is. Look at people like Warren Buffett. He's been doing this all his life. He's worth over $133 billion to this day. The owner of Berkshire Hathaway. So, when you look at what he's been able to do since how long he's been investing in the stock market? I think 1950s. I think it is. He started investing into the stock market. And you look at what he's been able to do, and with stocks and everything like that, he looks for stocks. He was looking for stocks that was averaging a year-to-date return of like 3 to maybe 10% per year, and he was able to diversify his portfolio and keep on adding more and more, using the DCA strategy of his own to be able to increase his portfolio, and now he's worth he's a multi-billionaire, one of the richest people in the world, just from his investing in the stock market. Crazy, right? So this is absolutely is possible. Warren Buffett is what, 94 years old now, I think it is. He is now. So if you do this right here for maybe even 20 years with $100 strategy, calculate that. You're looking at over $1 billion yourself. Being and then you be on the cusp of becoming a multi-billionaire yourself. And think about how much money you're going to be making from your dividends. That's what allows Warren Buffett and these big investors to the stock market to live how they see fit. It's not their portfolio only that they're looking at. Like they'll make moves with their portfolio to where they can get into better positions, but it's all about the dividend growth. And in the end, and so they're living off the dividends while leaving the money in their portfolio and let it grow. And so you eventually want to use other traditional brokers, whether you're using TD Ameritrade, using Robinhood, some of these other ones out there that's available for us to use. You probably want to diversify because you don't want to have all your money in one broker, right? So eventually you want to diversify. So you probably end up selling or moving stocks. You don't have to worry about selling. You can just move stocks from one broker to another broker, and then you'll be good to go as well. And then just like, okay, now I'm diversifying not just my portfolio, but I'm diversifying in brokers. So that's what you want to keep an eye out on as well. So pretty much that right there wraps up what I wanted to talk about. Let's see what's going on today for the profit and loss. So I'm down $2.71 so far right now, which is not bad. But my strategy is absolutely working out to perfection so far, and I'm absolutely loving this journey that I'm on right now in the stock market with Webull. So I call my mom back. So yeah, let me actually put that on. Let me actually disconnect. Oh no, I can't disconnect to WhatsApp. Yeah. So that right there wraps up what I want to talk about in this edition of Webull. If you like what you heard and saw, please subscribe to the channel. Also, feel free to share this video with other people. If you're interested in joining Webull, implementing your own strategy, I have my links down in the description of this video as well as in the comment section. If you heard Webull from someone else, please get back with that person or any other traditional broker. In that case, get back with the person who introduced you and use their referral link, create your account, get KYC verified, link your bank accounts and all that type of stuff, and start investing. Everything's risk here, but we all know that if you don't make some type of investment, you're not going to become financially free. Even the lottery is an investment, you can say, although a lot of people lose every single month, every single year in the lottery, but it's still an investment nonetheless. All right. So that right there is all to say. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you next time in this video. Take care, everyone.